Hey, Forest Hills Central High School, this is Jeff Yalden. I spoke at your school this morning, remember? Wow. You know, some days are awesome, some days are good, some days you feel like there's just so much pressure and anxiety. Today was amazing. I hope you enjoyed the assembly, but I'm not sure you enjoyed it nearly as much as I enjoyed being a part of your life. Thank you for listening. Teachers, thank you for class time. I love Central, love everything about it. So where do we go now? I think that's the question. You know, many teachers say, and I say the same thing. Oh yeah, the assembly was great. Kind of made you think. It made you reflect. It made you appreciate. But what do we do now? Like tomorrow we go back to normal? Listen, don't allow yourself to go back to yesterday. Today was an assembly about planting seeds so that you were able to hear a message and kind of better your day. I think the message kind of took a lot of you by surprise because you came in with an expectation of some other type of message. And then you're like, oh gosh, this is so different. Here's what I want to suggest, and I hope. There's so many messages within the message. I don't know what you're walking away with. I don't know if it's about courage or self-respect. So I'm going to leave you with this. I made a comment about having the courage to look at our life in phases. Where you've been, where you are, where you're going. You know, as a high school student, there's really not a whole lot to say where I've been. I mean, you could talk about family or challenges or your brother, sister, or you know, middle school, something big happened. High school, something big may have happened. So that was then. But this is now. So I think the question that I want you to think about, who are you now? But more importantly, where are you going? I think number two, I kind of talked about happiness. And what is happiness? Young people have pressure and stresses from our parents and our teachers and coaches. And for many of us as parents, we want to teach you where maybe the mistakes that we've made, because we don't want you to make those same mistakes. And as parents, sometimes we have a really hard way of going about it, where you kind of seem to be overwhelmed because we're lecturing and we're putting too much pressure on you. So here's the question, you know, happiness. What does that mean to you when I talked about, is my life meaningful? Is my life fulfilling? And is my life rewarding? What does it mean to you when I talk about you having a purpose that is bigger than you? You're gifted, you're talented, you have opportunity. But what does it really mean when I say, is my life meaningful? How can you make it more meaningful? Is my life fulfilling? How can you make it fulfilling? Is my life rewarding? How can you make it rewarding? My friends, I had a blast. I had so much fun being able to share my story with you. But let's not ever go back to normal. Every day, let's grow. Every day, let's learn. And my last words, hey, I know you have a lot of pressures. Find a trusted adult in your life who you trust, you respect, and whose opinions you value. And don't ever be afraid to go to them. Appreciate you listening.